What is up, people? So, today, as you read up on the title, is going to be yes, I'm going to be rebuilding two quads that TJ has. He hasn't flown in days. So, what we're going to do is you're going to kick it with me today, and we're going to build a quad. We're going to build two quads. We're going to get them done so we can actually go fly tomorrow. Because now I've got a couple days off that I didn't know I had, and I'm going to use them wisely. So, I'm going to go fly and I start my next job working daytimes. Excited. All right, though. You guys are going to watch me do this quad build, rebuild, I would have to say. A lot of this stuff I'm probably going to be replacing and putting back into two different other quads for him. But we're going to get it done today. I'm going to have you guys watch. It's going to be a little slow, so stick with me. If you guys have any questions or want to come hang out or just want to chat with me on live, I'll drag you down to place. I'll read one of you guys' comments if you post one, and I'll drag it down and we can sit and chat while we finish this quad. There will be breaks, so I'll have some breaks go down when I'm gonna put some ESCs or cut motors and stuff because that just takes forever and chews up time and it's boring. But I'll have a bunch of different part one, part two, part three all day today because I'm gonna be rebuilding these quads. But for now, let's start doing let's get on the first quad here. If you guys want to, because me and TJ were having this real big discussion here. All I fly is 6S. Okay, he's moving towards 6S flights. Like what I mean by 6S flights, all of his batteries are going to be 6S, and most of his quads he's flying are 6S. But his problem is he might have an ESC that works that is 6S, but we don't know yet. We're gonna try to figure it out and test it and see if anything actually works on it. I'm gonna move this camera up just a little bit. If it works or not, we're gonna try it out. We're gonna do some tests on this ESC, see if this ESC is burnt out. I've checked through some of the pieces. It looks okay, but we're gonna put it back on the bench and test the not polarities, but see if it's the negative and positive stuff. How you test is gonna be good on this. See if this is good. If this is good, we have two quads that are gonna be 6S capable because this is a GLRC 60 amp Titan ESC, supposedly handles 6S. And then on the quad I'm rebuilding, he still has these Spidex 40 amp ESCs that we're going to be rebuilding onto it too. So let's get some of this stuff desoldered. And this is what we were talking about with the question. Got to find the other quad here. Right here. So this question is, this ESC is only made for 4S, and we're thinking of possibly pulling this ESC off, rebuilding this quad entirely. So we put probably the Titan stack in here, and then move the 40 amp 6S capable ESCs and everything on this stack. The only thing that we might have a trouble coming into is an FC, but I think I might have an FC, like a Flight 1 FC I can put on there. As long as we plug everything in correctly, it should be pretty kosher. Uh, why don't we figure out what we're going to do with this quad right here? We could leave it on 4S, but you don't have any 4S batteries. So my thought process, and I mean some of these motors, guys, his last tournament, he literally, okay, so we were doing like a like mix frame, so or whatever. So we have 6-inch arms in back, 5-inch arms up front. It's a hyper low smash. We were trying to figure it out, but some of these motors are pretty bad. I actually took it back on the bench and tested. All the motors worked fine, but I was using the motors for a different quad. But come to find out that my FC was bad, so the motors are still good. I might just put it back on here. So do I just put motors back on here and leave this quad as is and only have it be capable of 5S? Or do we rebuild this quad entirely? Take out the ESCs, put the Titan stack in, and then we use the Radix and we plug it in to the 40 amp ESCs on the bottom of this by using the other ones. That's my question. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to pull the ESC off this and just rebuild the whole deal. Why don't we start building on? Let's get testing on the actual the ESC. Let's see if it works. All right, let me switch the camera up here. Right.
Maybe exponentially puts more pressure on these guys than any other race of the year. And always have to prove. Right. That's why you write. You get yourself every week. I'm not sure right now. We'll see where I am Saturday. I'm sure the pressure will be there, and there will be some effect of it. There's no way that any rider can block it out 100% unequivocally. But there's a difference between the noticing that the pressure's there and then letting that pressure affect you. Everyone right now believes, why not me? I think it's there. What do you say?
All right. ESCs are desoldered. Bam, look at that. Off the old one. We're gonna desolder.
On the line, you see what happened to Dayz. You think maybe I don't need to be so aggressive in this main event? He cracked. I didn't. Obviously, Cooper and I have had a long history of racing each other, but I mean, I would say I've known from a really young age that he was going to be successful at this level. In regards to the comment, when you're on a high like that, you just win a championship, and then you hear my name brought up. It's like, come on, man, like for real, like you're doing that.
All right. We got that done. Gonna plug this bad boy in. And then we're gonna solder some motas on it and check this thing out. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take a pause here. If you guys want me to continue, post up on the chat to continue. But I'm thinking of taking a pause here and actually testing the motors out. So I'm gonna have to solder some positive and negatives to it and then plug it in. So I'm gonna be right back. Make sure to test this, and if this works, I'll be back with number 2. Thanks, guys.